Good day, everyone, and welcome, listeners, to the Great British Respawn, where we have conversations with gaming creators who've respawned more times than they care to admit. This is the podcast where YouTube gamers get the microphone, the spotlight, and if they behave, the metaphorical biscuits. I'm your host, Armored Annie, and we're exploring behind the scenes of the strange and wonderful world of some of your, hopefully, favourite gaming content creators. So get your headphones sitting comfortably, and we will begin as we meet a creator today who's known for their survival skills and also for being a bit of a giggler. So today I have joining me the lovely KJPC Gaming. Sorry, and I've got to laugh because whether you can hear this or not, whether I leave the sound in, we have dramatic thunder in the background, and anybody who knows KJ will know that she does not appreciate storms in subsistence. I think that's fair, isn't it?
What was funny was as soon as you said my name, there was like
dramatic sound effect. So yes, I am joined today by the beautiful KJPC Gaming. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? My fellow singing sister.
Serving, we look just alike.
Well, yes. So I'm the one on the left. Well, you've got your name tag on, so that does help. And for those those who have their visuals on. So we want to find out a little bit more about the magic that behind the scenes. So I want to know, first of all, what on earth possessed you to start a YouTube channel?
I was playing No Man's Sky and came across a guy by the name of Sword, and very soon became a moderator for his channel. During that period of time, we had a sort of group chats live that were kind of like this. They were sort of like interviews, but with a whole group. And I thought it'd be kind of neat to show people kind of what I was talking about. And so I shot a video. And then I was like, oh my God. I think at the time it got 46 views. It's since gained 3 more, but at the time it got like 46 views. And I was like, holy cow, I could probably do this.
People are going to watch me.
People are going to watch this? Oh my goodness. And then I got the bug. It's a bug.
So you remember your first video then? Do you count that as your first video?
No, because I count my first video. I did about 11 videos of just different problems with the game and different things that you can do in the game. They were mostly tutorial. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a series from the very start. And that I count as my first video in February of 2019. So, but the first video I published was December 28th, 2018.
Wow.
And it was a game bug. I was showing a game bug.
And you've been bugging out in games ever since.
Indeed.
So what's your sort of recording setup?
I'm on my third computer. This one is a gaming computer. It's a RTX 4060 Ti. And then I have 2 monitors, an Acer and an HP. And so I play the game on the HP monitor and I record on the Acer monitor.
Right.
No real reason for that. It was just the newest one was easier to put as the second one. That's the way things plug in. And then I have a Blue Yeti microphone. And that's my bed and my t-shirt and underwear, which is all I ever do.
That's an essential part of your setup.
It really is, because most of the guys that watched my early live streams watched because they knew
you were recording in your underwear. Sad. Sad but true. Welcome to the internet. So how do you choose the games that you play?
By their inventory.
You see, this is why we're friends.
Has to be a survival game.
Right.
But if the inventory is weirdly limited by, weird squares, it's just give me a panel that shows my entire inventory, just like in subsistence.
Yeah.
And let me put things where I want them to be.
Yeah.
And that, and I'm not into games that have a skill system where you have to go in and select particular skills. I don't mind games where you gain skills that's cool, because you get better at stuff.
Yeah.
But where you have to go in and pick individual skills, that makes me crazy. It's just too much.
That makes you crazy?
Yeah. Talking to a woman that makes me crazy.
Now.
That'll be edited out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You see, I have the editing power. But so if you wanted to pick either a game that you think everybody raves about and you really don't see what the fuss is, or the opposite that you actually think is amazing and most of the people you know are like, meh. So underrated or overrated game?
The first rule of content creation is do what you love, and the audience will follow. And that's how it works. So if I don't like a game, I won't play it. Like if I see a game on video, or if I watch the preview made by the dev and it just doesn't appeal to me, you're never going to see it on my channel, no matter how famous it is.
So if you go and check out her channel and you see what's not on there, you'll get her answer to the question. Okay, this is a good one.
Monetary.
This is one of my favorite questions. Okay. Rage quit moments. Maybe just a game that got to the point, or maybe just enough. That's it. I've had it. I'm not doing this anymore. Either as a content creator or just quitting a game because it just, you almost gave up that particular game or gaming. Any rage quit moments that stick out?
I have two. And I don't think there's more than that. I think I've done it twice. The first time was an update to No Man's Sky, in which the developer, Hello Games, made it possible for the enemy pilots in space to fight proactively. They can circle around you and fire at you while you're just sitting there, and you can't turn nearly that fast, and you can't fire out of the side of your ship like they can. And I got into a fight. This update was like 2.5, 3 years ago. I got into a fight and I couldn't defeat them. And I was like, they're going to kill me or I'm going to have to leave. So I just quit, which reloaded me back to my prior save. And I was furious. And I'm pretty sure that I sent off DMs to both Moose Gaming and Seriously Gaming right in that moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is several explicatives, really sucks. And the second was Medieval Dynasty. I was doing my regular series I was recording, and I came out to check on the latest release for Medieval Dynasty, and 19 of my videos had been flagged by YouTube.
Oh, no.
And what happened was the music for Medieval Dynasty was hijacked.
Yeah.
And the developer for Medieval Dynasty was going through the process of finding out how it happened instead of putting a stop to it immediately.
Right.
And so I had to fight for a whole series. And I think what I ended up doing was privating the entire series and telling the developers, I'm done with you. Yeah. And I was getting pretty good views, so they lost a little bit there. So, yeah, that was my second rage quit.
So, okay, this one, what is the weirdest, not the most annoying, not the stupidest, what is the weirdest comment that you've had on your channel? One that you just sort of still maybe to this day, you just think it didn't make any sense. I mean, is someone stand up? Or what do you generally do to comments like that? Do you reply to them? Frame them? Ignore them?
No, well, I send them to you.
Yeah, I've got a collection. I frame them. I've got them all in our DMs.
I've gone the gamut from, if someone is rude to me, that person never gets to see my comment section again.
Yeah.
You can't stop them from watching your videos, but you can stop them from reading and writing comments. And so I've blocked people. But I think the strangest one was really on a live stream. and you wouldn't know about this because I never told you about it.
Ooh,
but I had
new things.
responded, this is years ago, I had responded to something political on Twitter. And the person, I think the response was innocuous, but one of the people in that Twitter conversation came to my live stream and started screaming at me. And I was like, oh, you don't even get to watch live stream. And I completely my mods were like 3 seconds behind me. That person was gone. It was prior to the stream even starting, because I used to do a starting soon section.
Right.
And now I've gotten lazy, but 3 or 4 of my mods were already there, and I hit the button faster than they could. And I don't even remember the context. I just remember it was political, and it was a female. And I was like, you're done. You've been here 2 seconds and you're done.
Welcome to the internet. So tell me, do your family or friends, do other people IRL know what you do? Or is this sort of your secret alternative life?
No, they all know. My brother used to watch every single one of my videos and came to all of my live streams. And his life has changed a bit in the last couple of years. But I think the person that is like sort of most astonished is probably my mom. And maybe because she doesn't completely understand. But I have shown her live with Arp and Annie.
Oh, dear.
And yeah.
Oh, dear.
Some of the funnier, crazier moments I've shown her. And every single time I do, I have to explain the game, which is bizarre because it's like the most basic, simple game that we play.
That's kind of out of order, but I was going to ask, how would you explain your channel to a grandparent? I know that's your mum, but I guess that's kind of the thing, isn't it? Sometimes it can be really difficult to explain.
She's the oldest person in my family. I think the hardest thing was not that I'm making content, but that it matters. I think her biggest question was,
why?
Why? Yeah. And my reason has changed, but in the beginning, the reason was because I wanted to help people with a super complicated game. No Man's Sky is up there as one of the biggest games as far as save space goes, and also one of the most complicated games. And so I was trying to help people. And the other reason is because it's like a fifth of my income.
Yeah. That's probably an easier thing to people to understand.
That's the most straightforward thing is, that's not why I do it, because I would quit every single day if that was the only reason.
Yeah.
But that's how I explained it to her, so that she would be like behind it,
So do you script what you do? I know it doesn't particularly apply quite the same to gaming channels as to maybe other content creation on YouTube and sort of TikTok and the like, where you must know what you're doing before you start. But do you have a script, or do you just wing it?
I think you know the answer to that.
Do you have an intent, whether you follow it or not? Do you have an intent?
I have an intent, but I don't own a pen. So...
True story. I'm going to have to post you one of those. It's going to be one of my little care packages that comes out to you one time. I'm going to send you a pack of biros.
I mean, the biggest change in my life was you sending me that recording placard.
Oh, yes. And it now no longer, talk about, do your family know what you do? Yes, because there's now a sign on your door. This is, don't come in.
I have 3,900 videos. I think 3,000 of them I knew what I was going to do before I started the video. And those are going to all be No Man's Sky videos. Like, I had to have a plan.
I was going to say the 900 are probably any that you did with me.
It's impossible to plan. Like, all joking aside, it's impossible to plan multiplayer.
Yeah.
I know you try very hard every week. But I think you'll someday learn.
And fail, yes.
You can't dictate what ARP and I are going to do.
Yeah, I have discovered this. This is true. Okay, so what's your comfort game? Is there anything that you play off camera that you wouldn't probably ever consider putting on camera? It's just for you.
I don't have one of those.
Okay.
I play subsistence. If I can't, like if I'm not feeling up to recording, my go-to is subsistence every time because it's the easiest one. Everything else, you have to think about what you're going to do. You know, where in subsistence, I can just run from one base to another and all kinds of stuff happens.
Yeah, with no intent whatsoever.
But yeah, you can go into subsistence and just stand there and cook. You don't have to do anything else.
Or just sit in a chair and chat like this.
Or just sit in a chair and chat.
Here.
Although this is weird.
This is weird. But never mind. So, do you have a video that flopped? Well, do you have one that maybe you thought was going to be great and you were really excited about putting it out, or you thought it was really great and you just look back and go, why did nobody see what I saw in that?
Half of them?
You're not allowed to get that as an answer.
I don't have a particular one in mind, and it would take me days and days to find anything. But it does happen from time to time. You think, oh, this is going to be the one. I'm going to take the time to do comparative titles and use all the tools, and then nobody cares. Yeah, more the opposite is true with me. I get stunned sometimes by videos that just do really well. That shouldn't, because they're just the middle of a series and it's just a day in the life, just getting by, grinding, whatever. And yeah, stunningly does well, and I don't know why, and I wish I did.
But if your channel had a warning label, what should it be?
This person enjoys playing the game. If you want to hear cussing, you're in the wrong place.
Okay, might be a bit long to fit on a t-shirt or a banner, but yeah, no, okay, we'll go with that.
It just giggles a lot. It's part of my title. I'm a giggler.
Funnily enough, that's mentioned in my intro to interviewing you. So if a brand came along tomorrow, what's your channel goals? If somebody came along tomorrow and said, here you go, here's a load of money, what would you do in addition to or differently to? Would it in any way change what you do with the channel?
I'd have to learn how to make one of those commercials where this channel is, this video is sponsored by, and I don't think I would ever even agree to it. But if I were weirdly to agree to it, I'd probably take the money and run.
Okay, maybe I'll edit that bit out just in case any brands are, were considering giving you any money.
No, I really don't. I really have never been interested in sponsorship because I don't like anybody else telling me, oh, you can't do that in this video, or that doesn't reflect the goals of this video.
Okay, so give us a surprising, fun, or weird fact about you in real life. Something that, not a lot of people know this. I used to be the official dog trainer for the county. Wow. Oh, is that weird? Well, it's a fun or it's a surprising thing. That's a surprising fact that I would have thought. I think more surprising was that in 2 years I only got bit once. Maybe that's why all of the wolves in subsistence want to bite you. It's just karma. That's what it is. Could be. Well, there you go. So now, hopefully, you all know a little bit more about KJPC Gaming, about the lady behind the channel. If you have any other questions that you can think of that we haven't asked, please do drop them in the comments here of the podcast, and I will make sure that she answers them. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us, KJ. It has been a pleasure. Thanks, Annie. Okay. Bye-bye for now.